If you're playing Battlefield 6 and you try to aim at your target, at your enemy, but you notice that you just can't, your aim assist isn't sticking onto them, it feels like they have an invisible force field around them that you just can't aim through, well, you've come to the right video because we're going to fix it, and it's actually quite simple. There's a few things that you guys need to change in order to make the aim assist work in your favor. For some reason, the aim assist in Battlefield 6 is a little bit broken, and a lot of people just don't see how to fix it. It's actually kind of confusing if you don't understand the settings, and they make the settings very hard in this game as well. So I'm going to give you the best settings that you need to change and just the ones that are important for aim assist in this video, and you guys are going to see that you're going to snap onto enemies a lot easier. You're going to actually aim at them and stick to them a lot easier as well, and it's something that's quite different than you actually think. So what we're going to do here is we are going to go over to the settings tab, and we're going to just click the gameplay. That is the only thing we need to do in order to fix all of these. There's nothing else. There's no graphics, no controller, nothing like that. Well, I guess in graphics you could argue that your field of view and brightness and all that's going to change the game, but the field of view is only visual, all right? So if I set my field of view all the way up to 120, for example, we're going to put it all the way up, it's not going to change my aim assist. My aim assist is still going to work the same, but I just have a harder target to stick to because he's going to be a lot smaller. As you can see, the whole circle around my crosshair here is covering his entire body, which kind of sucks. And then if I go out all the way there, that little dot on my screen, that guy's practically the size of it. Like, his width is the size of my dot. So it's going to be a little harder to aim just in that sense. But the aim assist is still going to work the same. Everything's still going to work the same. So let's go back and put the field of view to 105. I wouldn't ever recommend playing at 120 if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'm not a big fan of 120. I like 105. I think it's the best because 105, as you guys can see, it brings everything bigger on your screen. Everything just seems a little bit easier to aim at and stuff. And even though it's only a placebo effect, it still works. But let's get into some important settings now in the gameplay tab. And this is going to change a lot of stuff, all right? So your infantry aim assist is going to be an important one, not the most important one. We're going to get into the most important one in a second here, but it is a very important one to change. I'm going to recommend that you start off as low as 20, okay? Once you start off at 20, you're going to be good to go. If you feel like 20 is too slow, like I did, in all honesty, bring it up just by 2 points every single game until you find one that actually feels right, but give it an entire game. Even if you're playing bad with it, give it the whole game to get used to, and then if it's too slow, bring it up to 24, and then so on and so forth. So if 24 is too slow, bring it to 26 the game afterwards. And I brought myself up to 32. I feel like 32 for myself is actually really nice, but if you could be a higher sensitivity player, you'll be really good. So if you could gradually bring this up all the way to 100 even, you might be set. I'm just nice and comfortable at 32 at the moment, so I'm gonna leave mine right there. Now there's a few settings you want to go to down into the aim assist tab, and this is going to change everything for you, okay? So the infantry aim assist and the infantry aim assist slowdown work together in a really good way. Now the slowdown is kind of new. They haven't had this setting for the longest time, and it works in conjunction with this one right here. And what the slowdown does is it brings the slowdown. Your aim right here, when you get near a target, it's gonna slow it down, right? Like if I'm aiming far away, I'm aiming really fast, but when I get to the target, you guys can see it actually does slow down and kind of sticks to the target a lot nicer. Now if I were to go and change, oops, not the campaign tab, what am I doing? If I'm to go and just change that right there and bring that down to, like, let's say 90, what I have it at, it actually brings this one down as well. So the infantry aim assist is the actual stickiness of your aim. That's what this one does right there, okay? The infantry aim assist is the stickiness of your aim. The infantry aim assist slowdown is the slowdown, but what it does is it actually brings down the aim assist as well, but not the stickiness. So if I were to bring this down to 90, it's 10% lower than 100. That's what 90 is. It's also going to bring this automatically down 10%. So if this is set to 100, even though it's set at 100, the stickiness is going to stay 100, but the aim assist, the actual slowdown of it and everything, is actually going to be down to 90. Even though it's still at 100. So it's really good. It does not change the stickiness, but it does change the aim assist sensitivity. So if I were to bring this down to 90, for example, just to show you guys what I'm talking about here, I'm now playing with this at 90 and this at 90. Well, it's still going to bring it down 10%, and 10% of the infantry aim assist at 90 is 9. 10% of 90 is 9. So basically, this is at 90, this is at 81, but the aim stickiness is still going to be at 90. If I were to bring this down to 80, for example, I know it's really hard to follow what I'm saying, but just try here. This is 90. The aim assist stickiness is going to be 80, but now the aim assist itself, the sensitivity for that is going to be at 72 because 10% of 80 is 8. So 80 minus 8 is 72. So that right there is all the settings. The stickiness is 80, the slowdown is 90, but the aim assist itself is at 72. So that's really good in my opinion. And that's why I recommend playing this at 100, because you want 100 stickiness, this at 90. And if you were to put this to 80, for example, well, now it's going to bring it down 20% rather than 10%. So this would be 80. The aim assist would be 80, but the stickiness will still be 100. So these work together really nicely in my opinion, and I found that 90 and 100 are really good for stickiness. Now another one that I want to talk about is the infantry aim input curve. If you're coming from Call of Duty, a lot of Call of Duty players, myself included when this game first came out, said linear is the best. You would think that's the case, but after testing it for so long, linear is not good in my opinion. Linear is actually really bad in this game. It's going to make your aim assist weird. It's going to make it so that you can't actually stay on target. It's going to make everything just feel really, really bad. So I would not recommend linear, especially with a controller. You're gonna over aim. You're gonna be leading into an over aim. It's gonna happen a lot. It's not worth it, okay? And if you notice that in this game, if you notice that you over aim a lot and you have it on linear, that's probably the problem. What you want to set it to is Battlefield 5 BFV right here, and that is going to be the best one. This is gonna feel the nicest. It's gonna make you aim really nice in this game, and it just works out nicely in your favor as well. After this, like I said, field of view, aim response curve, which is pretty much like this one right here and stuff, and then the stick sensitivity, that's all going to change how your aiming actually feels. But the most important one, all right guys, is the infantry aim assist zoom snap. You do not want this on ever. You want this at 0, 100% at the time. If you were to turn this up, for example, all the way up to 100, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to forget it on or something. What it does is it basically, when you're aiming at an enemy, even if you're off target by this amount, I'm really off target here, right? Like super off target, it's going to snap to the closest limb. So right here, I'm aiming above the head. It's going to snap right to the head or the shoulder or something like that. So even if I aim down sights here, it's going to automatically bring me right there, which might seem good. It might seem nice, especially if you're not good at aiming and stuff. It does a lot of the work for you, and it does feel like you're hacking and stuff, but it's also really bad if you're good at aiming. I'm going to give you guys an example. Let's say I'm aiming down here. It's going to snap to the right leg. That's what it's going to do. If I aim down sights right here and I have it set to 100, it's going to snap at the right leg. If I aim here, it's going to snap to the left leg. But this is really bad because if I'm aiming here, if I begin aiming down sights here, but I want to go for the enemy's chest, I'm going to be moving my stick up and to the left. That's what it does, right? From here, I have to go up and to the left to get to the chest. So I'm going to be doing that motion while aiming down sights, but instead of it being smooth and bringing me up to the chest, it's going to now snap me to the leg. I'm still going to be doing that motion, and I'm going to be shooting way off target. So it's not good whatsoever. Or let's say I'm here and then I want to do the same thing. I want to just aim straight over to the left or something, but I'm here and it brings me to the shoulder and I start aiming to the left. I'm going to start aiming off target as well. And that's why it feels really, really weird, okay? So that's something that you want to think of as well when playing this game. So make sure that you turn that off at all times. It might sound like a good idea. It might sound pretty cool that even if I aim down sights here, it's going to put me right on target here. If I aim down sights right up here, it's going to bring me on target to the head and stuff. But you're going to overshoot. You're going to over adjust. It's just not worth having on, and it makes it feel really, really weird. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to drop a big fat like, sub to the channel with those notifications turned on. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I love how you could control. I could make it go left. I could make it go right. You could control the inspect in this game. I love that. I love that. But anyways, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.